You said that when someone dies at 100 during the millennium, it will be rare as a child dying now. My question, when will those who died during the millennium be resurrected?
I guess the key would be whether you're dealing with believer or unbeliever. Yeah. So Isaiah 65, when it's 17, Isaiah 65:17 talks about new heavens, new earth. And then it says, if anyone dies at the age of 100, they'll be thought accursed. That's clearly not true of this age. And so I think what you're getting there is that person that would die at the age of 100, that you would think they're accursed. That probably would be somebody who died because they did something wicked in the millennial kingdom. So if somebody dies at the age of 100, they'll be thought accursed. So I would take it that person probably would be resurrected. The Revelation does talk about that after the 1,000 years, there's another coming to life, another resurrection, and it involves unbelievers. So I would say in the case of an unbeliever, their body would die. They probably would be in Hades, and then at the time of the second resurrection, that's where the lake of fire would come into play for them. When it comes to believers, I mean, we are told that there won't be anyone who doesn't live out his days. We're not told that any non-glorified believer would die in the millennium, so it's hard to say, oh yeah, I know I guess you get into scenarios. What if somebody's really, really old and they survived it, they got saved in the tribulation and they made it to the second coming? Could they possibly? It just doesn't say. I guess your options would be is if you had a non-glorified believer who died, and we're not even granting that's the case. I don't know whether they'd be resurrected right away or resurrected after the 1,000 years.
The idea is that in the millennium, the physical conditions on the earth have changed.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. And we would want to make clear nobody in a glorified body is dying.
Yeah.
So in other words, for those that are part of the raptured church or those the tribulation martyrs that come to life, according to Revelation 24, they gave their lives for Christ, they come to life. Nobody is dying who has a glorified body.
And so, but there'll be the absence of sickness and deformity, Isaiah 33 and 35 and 61, Ezekiel 34, resulting in long lifespans.
Right. So one of the things the Messiah does, remember, we're like a new creation model perspective. The Messiah not only saves people spiritually, but he also restores the earth. So Romans 8:19-22 talks about that. Isaiah 35 talks about that. So when Jesus comes again, he is bringing healing to all of creation. He's wiping out disease. He's restoring the animal kingdom. A lot of people want to talk about, are there going to be animals in heaven? Well, I know one thing, there's going to be animals in the millennial kingdom and probably the eternal state. If you read Isaiah 11:6-9, it's talking about a restoration of the animals. It talks about a child could play by a cobra and there's no harm that would come. It talks about animal harmony, animal-human harmony. So basically every area of creation that has been marred by the fall, Jesus fixes it permanently in the millennial kingdom. So we do have to understand that Jesus' kingdom involves salvation of you spiritually, but it also involves resurrection, and it involves transformation of the earth, the animal kingdom. Agriculture works well, disease is wiped out. It's a very extensive reign of the Messiah.
So what Jesus did in his first coming, these breakouts of healing power, that's just a foretaste of that happening all over the world.
Right. If I cast out demons by the Spirit of God, the kingdom of God has come upon you. So think about this. Jesus' miracles were acts of compassion, no doubt about it. But they were also snapshots of what he's going to do permanently in the millennium. So when he would cast demons out of people, what's that a snapshot of? Satan's permanently bound from the earth, according to Revelation chapter 20. Whenever Jesus would heal somebody, that was a snapshot of the permanent healing that Isaiah 35 talks about. Again, remember, in New Testament, when Jesus healed people, they would still die. And so what he was doing there was not the permanent establishment of the kingdom of God at that particular time, but they were snapshots of the millennium. So and even Jesus' mastery over nature, when it came to animals or calming storms, that's a snapshot of nature in the animal kingdom working perfectly in the millennium. So I like to think of Jesus' miracles not only as acts of compassion, but he's giving people a snapshot of what the millennium will be on a permanent global level.
I don't know about you, I just learned something just now from that. That was amazing. Hey, thanks for tuning in to our Redeemer YouTube channel. If this is helpful for you, please make sure that you like this video, smash the subscribe button, and hit that bell icon. It will help us reach more people with biblical truth. Thank you so much.